Hi, my name is Dawn Luckowitz. I'm a NASM certified personal trainer, a group fitness instructor, and the owner of Epic Redemption Coaching. That's my coaching business where I work with clients one-on-one virtually to help get them to their fitness and nutrition goals. Today, I want to do a brief video for you just talking about why you might not be losing weight, even though you feel like you might be doing all the work. Now, when I screen share, for some reason, I can't record myself in the corner. So I wanted to make sure that you saw my face and you knew that I was a real person here. At the end of the presentation, there's some contact information for me. If you want to talk further, discuss where you're at, and maybe strategize some plans and where you might be falling short trying to reach your goals, I would love to set up a call with you and see if we can't figure out something together. All right, I'm going to screen share and get this video started for you. Okay, let's talk about why you might not be losing the weight, even though you feel like you're doing the things that you need to be doing in order to lose it. First, you might have some unrealistic weight loss expectations. Remember, it took time to put that weight on, and it's going to take time to get that weight off. We need to be careful and not just utilize the scale as the only way we determine what we're actually losing. At times, we're not going to see the scale move as much as our body is changing. And sometimes it takes a little bit of building up momentum before we actually see that loss on the scale. As you're getting started, use a few pieces of data to determine where you're at. You'll want to take pictures and measurements to have as a reference for yourself. Don't jump ship on those good habits just because you're not seeing that scale move immediately. If you stick with it and you continue to do the right things, it will move. You might not be eating enough food. I know this doesn't sound like it makes a whole lot of sense, but I run into women all the time who just aren't eating enough in order to lose the weight that they want to lose. Super low calorie and elimination diets are not the way to healthy, sustainable weight loss. Your body needs enough calories and it needs enough of those major macronutrients, those fats, carbs, and proteins. Body weight is regulated by multiple systems in our body. And when we're starving ourselves, our body kicks into this protective mode and it wants to hold on to fat because it thinks it's starving. So if you're not eating enough calories, your body might be really mad at you and holding on to that extra fat. You might not be eating carbs or protein or fat because you've read somewhere or somebody said if you eliminate these things, you're going to lose weight. And you might see the scale drop in the short term, but you need these macronutrients for a healthy, sustainable diet. Healthy diets are going to require calories coming from carbs, proteins, fats. We need carbs to keep our energy up, especially if we're working out. We also need the fiber that's going to be coming from those good carbs to help us feel fuller. You're not working out hard enough. While a jog or a long, slow bike ride helps you burn calories, your metabolism settles back to normal really quickly. When you incorporate more high intensity style workouts, you burn more calories every minute you work out, but your metabolism also stays elevated so you can continue burning calories beyond that workout. You might be one of those people that believes the only way to lose weight is through cardio. According to a study from the Harvard School of Public Health, it indicated that people who spent 20 minutes a day strength training gained less belly fat over the course of 12 years compared to those who logged the same number of minutes doing cardio. Strength training is important to preserve lean body weight, and it's important for our metabolism. Now, strength training can take the form of weights, it could be yoga, Pilates, or resistance band type workouts. The key is we want to be building muscle because the more muscle we have in our body, the more calories and fat we're burning even when we're at rest. You might be trying to change your whole lifestyle all at once. Changing your diet is more than it might seem like in the beginning. It means learning new ways of eating and preparing foods. It might possibly mean new recipes. It might mean planning and prepping in a way that you've never done before. And that takes a little time to get used to. If you try to overhaul everything at once, you might find yourself getting super overwhelmed. A habit based approach can often help as you're starting to want to lose weight, especially if you tend to go on and off diets a lot. You might want to start with just small changes. It might not be overhauling your entire diet, but it might just be adding more vegetables into your day. And then slowly, you might want to increase the intensity of your workouts. And you might want to cut out soda. But you may want to do this in stages and not try to do it all at once. Again, if you're overwhelmed and you stop, you're not going to see the results. You want to pick a plan and a strategy that you're going to be able to stick with. You don't pay attention to your body's cues. Be mindful about when and why you're eating. Are you actually hungry or are you eating out of habit? When you're eating, you don't always have to clean your plate. If you're starting to feel full, listen to your body and stop eating. Just because you like that mid morning snack and it's something that you do most days, stop first and figure out if you're actually hungry or if you're eating that out of habit and out of routine. You might be eating more than you think you do. You might think that you're not eating as much as you really are. Tracking is a great way to determine that. But when you're tracking, you need to track down everything. All of those bites here and bites there need to get written down. I see this a lot with busy moms. They don't realize how many bites of the lunch that they're making for their kids they take. They take a bite and then they pack something. Or how many moms, their kids finish eating and they want to finish the plate and not throw anything away. And that's just adding up throughout the day. All of those bites, every time you walk past, an open cookie container in the kitchen and you grab one on the way through, all of those add up throughout the day. And a lot of times it's mindless eating. So you don't even realize it's happening. When you track that, you can see how many of those extra calories are adding up. Those might be sabotaging you more than you realize. You don't get enough sleep or enough good sleep. When you aren't getting that right kind of sleep, you're going to wake up hungrier and you're going to crave a lot more food, and you're probably going to be craving more carbs. Now, don't misunderstand me. We need carbs, but we need them in the right amounts. We don't want to be overdoing it. And if you're craving that and you're overdoing it, then you're getting too many of them for your body. You're adding too many extra calories, and it's going to be counterproductive. Lastly, you might spend a lot more time sitting or inactive than you realize. Just because you're working out doesn't mean you've moved out of a sedentary lifestyle. If you're only working out 20 to 30 minutes a day, but then you're sitting for 8 hours a day, you still might be sedentary. So you might be thinking that you're getting a lot more movement than you are. Try to be mindful about how often you're sitting and make it a point to get up and move around. If you can do a little bit of stretching, get some, body weight squats in, couple push-ups just to get moving around. That's going to help move you a little bit more out of that sedentary lifestyle and just help your body to continue keeping that metabolism going. Now, if you find yourself falling into any of these categories, or you're just not sure how much you're supposed to eat or what you should be doing for workouts, and you want to have a chat, please reach out. I would love to offer you a free transformation analysis call where we can go over what it is you're doing now, what's not working, what your goals are, what roadblocks are in the way, and then together we can come up with a plan and a strategy to move you forward. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, or at my website. I would love to help figure out where you're at and what you're doing. So please reach out. Don't hesitate. Hopefully this was helpful information for you. At least it gives you something to think about if you don't see yourself moving in the direction that you're trying to.